Hello guys. Sorry I'm late again. I kind of want to do another stream. I kind of want to do some streaming before I go back before I go to school tomorrow. So, yeah. What's up, Mario Fantastic Animations? And if you want to join, the link is right here. And you guys know, I'm finally back home like yesterday. So, yeah. And I did some DVD updates with my new DVDs that I got. Oh, wait. Okay, here we go. It's Monsters vs. Aliens glowing around. And Garfield gets real. And Astro Boy. And Shrek movie. And there are so many 3D glasses. Actually, it's got 4 3D glasses. You can see it if it's blue. You can see it's blue. And you can see it on red. Oh yeah, you can see. Yeah. Wait a minute. Who is this? I'm doing good. I guess. Oh, right. I remember.
I'm here.
Yo,
I'm going good.
I'm ready for back to school.
I'm going back to school on Wednesday, by the way, on September 10th.
Oh, yeah.
Bad Guys 2 is fantastic.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
And by the way, let me tell you, the wedding scene of the Bad Guys 2 is definitely my personal favorite next to the Moon Knight's climax.
Yeah, the Bad Guy 2 is awesome.
Bad Guys 2 is way better than Trolls Band Together.
Yeah, I hate that movie.
So, and by the way, I gotta say this. Alien is way better than Ruby Gilman Teenage Dragon. Don't get me wrong, Ruby Gilman Teenage Dragon is a good movie, but Alien is 1,000 times better.
Yeah.
Alien is even more underrated because the story, the characters, brilliant. And I love the message.
Yeah. And I remember
And yeah.
that I watched Freaker Friday. If you hate it, handle opinion.
I haven't seen Freakier Friday, but I'm more into Alios, Zootopia 2, Hoppers, Hats, depends on the reviews, Ghetto, the upcoming Disney film.
And Toy Story 5 and Sonic 4?
Toy Story 5, not interested. Don't get me wrong, I love Toy Story, but the fifth film, I'm not gonna see it in theaters. It is so unnecessary. That's the only Pixar film I'm gonna skip.
Well, I'm going to see Sonic 4 and Toy Story 5 in the theaters.
In 2026, I'm gonna see Hoppers, the Super Mario Bros. Movie 2, Minions 3, depends if the teaser is good, because Minions 3, I'm kind of nervous about Minions 3 because the actor who played Wild Knuckles passed away, so I'm nervous about Minions 3, so I may skip it till I may miss on Minions 3 because Wild Knuckles passed away. I also plan to go see Hats, depends on the reviews. I also plan to go see what else?
I can't wait to see Amy Rose on Sonic 4.
For Golden Island. For Golden Island. That's the one I do want to see. For Golden Island from DreamWorks. The directors of the masterpiece Lost Wish. By the way, the scene where Mr. Shaw was the preacher at the wedding and then he plays the piano doing its amazing praise of the wedding, who's gonna get married, and then we see Mr. Sullivan seeing his glasses and the wedding dress was Mr. Wolf, and then that's what his hands were cutting the nails, and then Mr. Sullivan was scared that it is Mr. Wolf, and then Mr. Piranha went over him, and then the guy who was gonna marry that girl, which I don't remember his name. Let me think of the name. I think it's Mr. Moon. And then he was getting angry at Sullivan, and then he's taking the wedding dress cap on, and there was the woman all this time, and then she's marrying Mr. Moon. Yeah, that's actually the scene in the wedding scene.
Oh.
And in the Bad Guys 2, by the way, do you know the Bad Guys? And the ending of Bad Guys, the bad guys were in the funeral, and guess what? They were becoming secret agents all this time.
Yeah.
By the way,
and How to Train Your Dragon in live action, Hiccup was finding a night fairy, and he tries to kill it, and he was trying to free Toothless, and especially, he was trying to become a friend with Toothless, but somehow Toothless needs Hiccup to do some lessons before he touches Toothless. And uh, and and by then, Hiccup was teaching Toothless how to fly.
I'm gonna say this. If the Bad Guys 3 was disappointing, I'm gonna say this. If the Bad Guys 3 was disappointed, I'm gonna take a break of me seeing DreamWorks movies until they make until they make a Y Robot 2. I'm doing this as a joke. I'm saying this as a joke. I was saying this as a joke. If Bad Guys 3 is the worst Bad Guys movie, I'm done with the Bad Guys for good. And I'm gonna say this should have ended after the second movie if the third film does suck ass. Because I'm not gonna say
and Toothless was trying to meet Astrid. And
Open Season, the first movie, is the only good movie in the franchise. The reason why I'm saying that because it is a theatrical release.
Yeah, and Hiccup and Toothless were trying to show Astrid. And Astrid was scared. And Astrid was touching the clouds. And by then, the final test was Toothless was protecting Hiccup. And Hiccup was trying to fight the others. And Hiccup was trying to attack his father. And Hiccup was trying to stop Toothless from trying to kill his father. And the others were trying not to hurt Toothless. And Stork and Hiccup were arguing about Toothless, that he was trying to protect him. And they were saying they killed hundreds of thousands of them. And Stuart was saying he is not his father.
Anyways, let me do a Bad Guys 2 scene that I do love. The scene from Bad Guys 2, from the movie where Mr. Youngins was in the police office, and then they were seeing what the police are doing, and then we see Mr. Woe with his blue cap that reminds me of the DreamWorks logo, and then Mr. Youngins spits his coffee.
It was a WWE, and they were trying to get the belt.
Oh, I remember that. I remember that scene. That's a great scene.
Yeah,
and I'm talking about the scene where the Bad Guys were with Misty Loggins in the second movie. Later on, we see Miss Tarantula, aka Webs, talking about the panels, and then we see Mr. Shark taking Misty Loggins coffee, and then he drinks it.
Guys, and they got chased. The customers were trying to chase the bad guys, and Chief was trusting the bad guys, but she didn't know, so they failed the mission.
I can totally relate to me. I can't stop watching The Bad Guys 2 lately and Elio, both in theaters and at home.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah, I know. And anyway,
in the first one, Snake was trying to beat the shark ice, and he wanted one. But Snake just ate it. And Shark was trying to tell him spit it out that he wanted too.
And then we see, and let me talk about the scene of the police department. Later on, Mr. Piranha was eating a burrito that Misty Luggins had for his lunchtime, and then we see Mr. Piranha drawing with the black thing, and then Mr. Piranha said, "Why does he have pickles?" Because I bet Mr. Piranha hates pickles, and Misty Luggins said it was her food all this time. And that's the main reason why he was also so close to eat Misty Luggins' burrito. And then lately, Mr. Shaw is eating Misty Luggins' potato chip. And then we see the bad guys and Misty Luggins calling Mr. Snake. And then later on, a couple minutes later, the bad guys were in the car, and then they're talking with Misty Luggins at the phone, and then Mr. Wolf throw the phone, and he was very nervous, and Mr. Shaw was very nervous. And then they went to the Lord Lucia.
I remember the shark was throwing the phone. And he got nervous.
And then at the time, the bad guys saw Mr. Snake, and guess what? They actually beat them up, and they find it because they weren't finding him all this time. And then we see Doom, which is Mr. Snake's girlfriend, and then they fell in love with each other. And then Mr. Snake was presenting the bad guys Susan, aka Doom, and then Mr. Webb says, "Is this your?" I don't remember because nobody watched the film in Spanish. Anyways, she is my girlfriend, and then the bad guys love Mr. Snake.
And the wolf was trying to see the others. They were dead. And the bird just shot at the wolf.
And by the way, later on, a couple hours later, and let me talk about there's a scene where Doom was shooting Mr. Wolf to feel him asleep. So they go to a little mansion that the bad girls live, and then Mr. Piranha, Mr. Tarantula, aka Webster, were awakened, and then we see Kitty Cat, aka the Phantom Bandit, and then we see Doom, and then anyways, let me talk about Elio. There's a scene from Elio where Bryce and Caleb destroyed the radio thing, and then Elio was angry because he took a lot of ages to listen to the radio if the aliens are abducting Elio, and then Elio, guess what? He beat Caleb and Bryce up, and then lately I think that the police or the bodyguards with their lantern, and then they find out that Ellie was biting Caleb's leg, and Bryce was shocked. And then we see Miss Aunt Olga and Elio. I feel bad for Elio that he got beaten his right eye by Caleb. And later on, Elio was in the office, seeing the space stuff. He was in the garbage can, by the way. And later on, Elliot gave a message to the community birds that he wants to come to him, and then he was so excited, and then he's packing up some stuff. But later on, Aunt Olga was suggesting him to go to a camp, and then he's going up to the roof with a message with his green lights.
Yeah, and K-pop Demon Hunters. 6 minutes later, Romi's throat doesn't feel good. She had to go on top of the roof and sing Golden. And by then, the Huntrix just meet Soulja Boys, and Romi just meet Genu. And Genu said, "Watch yourself." And the Huntrix just hear the song of Soda Pop. And the Huntrix were trying to kill Soulja Boys because they're demons. And the Soulja Boys were doing spicy challenge because it's spicy. And the baby Sasha said goo goo gaga. And Genu just saw the Huntrix, and he made an announcement that they welcomed Huntrix. And the sliding was screeching. And they were the Huntrix were trying to kill Sasha boys, and they were trying they don't want them to kill themselves because the Huntrix were trying to fight the demons, and Romy was chasing Genu and attacked him. And Genu saw Romy's arm because that she was a demon. And Genu was teleported. And all the demons were crying because they loved Sasha boys. And they were trying, and Huntrix were trying to find a way to defeat the Sasha boys and send the demons back. And Romy spotted the bird wearing a tiny hat. So as a blue tiger. And Romy was trying to meet Genu again, but he tried to kill Genu. And Genu was trying to tell Romy his backstory, like 400 years ago. And especially, what was I gonna say? Oh, Huntrix were trying to find a way to say take down. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Anyways, let me talk about another scene. Later on, a couple hours later, Calibur's like his flip buddies were searching through Elio and as aliens, and Cal, guess what he did? He punched him in the freaking face, and then it was frozen all this time because apparently Community Burst was arriving, and then Ellie was very shocked and happy. And guess what? When the green light thing came, and he was so happy and excited, and he's flying, he's going to Community Burst, and then he met up with Ooh, and then Ellie was doing a little thing. I think I would want to make him sure. And then Wu was presenting Elio Solis, and then he met up with Helix and the alien girl at the Community Burst, and then we see Elio being excited to stay at the Community Burst. And he was having a lot of fun, especially when when Elio was putting his cape. And yes, I love his cape, by the way.
Oh yeah. Well, anyways, that's it. That's it for today. This stream is about to end because I have school tomorrow, and I'm going back there.
I always have school on Wednesday, prep school on Wednesday. So yeah, goodbye.
Yeah. Thank you for watching, guys. Hope you subscribe. And this is my boy Deary here. Peace out. Good luck, you guys. Whoa.